Let's get our intake started. Okay? And so here's where we use yet another sensor. We're gonna use the color sensor. And I'm gonna show you how to pick up the color of your element, because I could just tell you the code for the ball itself, but in order for this to apply for games year after year, you kind of want to understand how to exactly to use the color sensor. So we're gonna take like a quick 30-second tutorial on how to pick up the colors of the object. So first thing you're gonna want to do is let me make this full screen for you. So the first thing you're gonna want to do is start in the driver screen right here. And so here's your programs, here's my autonomous, and here's the fling remote. Well, if you see down here in the bottom corner, it says settings. If you push X, so that's where we're gonna go. We're gonna push X and go to settings, and then you'll see device information. And so in device info, you're gonna go right in there. So you just navigate with these, and you go in with the check mark, and we're gonna go down until we find the color sensor. So there's the gyro measuring turns, and here's our color sensor. And so I'm going to push check mark to activate it. And right now you can see that the color, here's the color mark, is reading different colors. Yeah. So on your screen you'll see the third option is going to say color mode. I'm sorry that we can't get this in focus properly. Barely see it, but anyways, all I'm going to do is put a yellow scoring object in front of it. And you would think it's just yellow, but the color sensor reads it however it wants. So here our color sensor is detecting it to be yellow-orange. So our program is going to read until it's yellow-orange is detected. So now that we know which color our color sensor, detects the scoring element, we're ready to write a program. And so we're going to use the spin intake. And the intake is going to spin forever. And so it's going to spin forever, and it's also going to wait. And it's actually going to wait until our color sensor can detect a color. So our intake's forever spinning until it detects a color. And so the color that our robot was detecting was yellow-orange. So we're going to find it right here. Okay, so once it detects the yellow-orange, we're using a wait 1.5 seconds, and the reason why we're waiting is because maybe the intake is spinning and the ball ends up being, maybe it detects it when it's like right here. So we're just going to let the intake spin a few more seconds in order to make sure that it gets it right into its catapult position. So now it's spinning forever until that yellow-orange object is in front of the sensor. And once it gets into the sensor, it's going to wait another 1.5 seconds, and then it's going to stop the intake. And by then we should have a scoring object available. So then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to try to drive forward. We're going to spin that and hopefully collect that object. So let's check this out. We're going to run that. Oh, I need to download my program. Now we should be able to run it. we are having it wait before it drives forward. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to send this over to a message so that we can use a and don't wait block. And I'll show you what those are here in just a second. So the reason why that happened is because the intake is rolling and it's not going to stop until the ball goes in. Well, it can't read. The way code works is it goes line by line. And so until that yellow-orange ball goes in there, it won't stop spinning. Therefore, it won't allow it to drive forward. There's a quick fix to this, though. We're going to come over to our messages. And we're going to broadcast a message. So let's bring this over here. We're going to broadcast a message. And we're going to call this message intake. Okay, so there's two of them. There's broadcast message and wait, or just broadcast the message, and that's what I was saying. So what happens here is if I use the and wait code, then it's going to do that same thing where it's going to go line by line of code, and until that code is complete, then it'll move on. But if we just use the broadcast message, that code will start spinning, and then the next line will continue. So we're going to attach our drive forward block, and now we should be able to do when I receive my message, intake. It'll do that. So it'll start the intake and it won't stop until it detects an object. Now let's run that. Or download it first so we can get our changes. And we'll make this large. So now we're going to run that. Oh no. There we go. So it's still going forward. Oh my goodness. I see what I did. I put 200 inches. I'm sorry. Let me try that again. So you want to make sure it says millimeters so it's not driving 200 inches. But as you saw, it drove forward. Okay, let's do that again. Let's move the ball closer. Okay, let's do that. So run. Wait, we need to download that in. And then run it. Okay, now that that's in there, I'm going to run it. And as you saw, our intake is no longer moving because it detected the yellow object and it was able to drive forward without waiting for that code. So you guys kind of at least got to see with my error what happens if you